Welcome back to Okuchuku TV. Welcome back once more again to another episode. What you just saw on the caption is what we're going to be talking about today. Exactly what we're going to be talking about today is what you just saw. Does it what? Coming back home after living abroad for good 18 to 19 years away from home. Does it worth it? Does it worth being back at home? Have your kids living with you there? Invest there? Live your life normally over there, the way you are living very peacefully in abroad. Does it worth coming back there? Let's talk about it today. But if this is your first time of coming across this video, if it makes sense to you, if what we're going to talk makes sense to you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more video update. For those who are here, I want to thank you very much for subscribing. So let's go ahead without wasting your time. So does it worth, like I said, does it worth coming back home after living abroad for good 18 to 19 years? Does it worth? We're going to be picking some certain things that make life livable. Just like the way we are living abroad, we're going to be picking things if it's also the same thing there. Because those are the things that keeps people going when you are in a country. So, one, we're going to be talking about law and order. Any country that does not obey law and order, I don't think people should be able to live in a place like that. Like I said, does it worth coming back to Africa or especially Nigeria? Because most of African countries, especially the eastern part of Africa, is getting better. When we talk about, I don't want to name them, but East Africa is okay. But when we talk about West, it's a little bit okay. But among those West, Nigeria is the most important place that I'm going to talk about today. So a country that does not obey law and order, not that we don't have the law, but they don't obey it. And the laws that govern the country are the most important thing that keeps people going, because the life you are living is just instruction. The life we live is all about instruction. So a country that does not obey law and order, how does things work there? Things never works. That is one. Two, insecurity. That is the most. You see, for you deciding to pack your family, everybody, move from abroad to Nigeria, you must have a plan. You going back home, reaching there, and the laws, like I said, are not working. When I mean by laws, there are some certain things. Laws governs everything. All the whole topics that we're going to be talking about today, law, it's inside. The security we are talking about, if law doesn't obey, if they don't obey the law, there will be no security, just like what is going on. Now, if you go back on, are you going to be hiring the security agents to be on your back, on your family back all the time, going to the school? If you are going to the market, the police are escorting you. If you are going everywhere, the police, you are on convoy. Is that the kind of life you going back home? Is that the kind of life you're going to live there? That is the second one. Going back home, leaving your kid, normally in Western world, most countries in Western world, only if I'm not mistaken, all your kids go to school by themselves and come back home safely. That which is security, maximum security. They go to school, come back home peacefully. There is no fear of picking them along the road and all that. There is no fear of hitting them. There is no fear of car hitting them, because the law works. They know where they should walk. They don't walk anyhow. The pedestrian is there. Where you're supposed to walk is there. So there are many things. Like, you don't be scared of somebody hitting you and run, or somebody kidnapping you and all that. That is the most security aspect we are talking about. So you going back home, you are scared of all those things. You are scared of a lot of things. I don't want to name them. Many things. Especially police. Police could escort you. Those are not what somebody who have lived abroad peacefully, then you go back home, you begin to experience this kind, even especially your kids. It's uncomfortable. And that is why I said a place where law is not working. Because if law applies there, see, there would be security for everybody. That is 2. 3, health care. A country where are you going to I'm not trying to discourage those that are going back home. But a country where the number 1 citizen, which is the president, advertise himself that is going for a medical checkup abroad. What is that person telling you? He's telling all his own citizens, the rest people, that fellow citizen, if you are sick, please take the next available flight to abroad and check yourself. They even read it on news. It's not even hidden. I remember when Buhari former president went to UK and packed that flight was packed in Heathrow in UK there for good more than 90 days, paying millions of pounds, taking care of it. I didn't say you shouldn't go and take care of it, because I'm talking about health. For those that are going back home, these are the things they're going to face. Insecurity, health, which is the 3rd one. So all the healthcare, the hospitals, everything is fucked up. Most of our doctors are abroad. Most of them are in UK, most of them are in Canada and US and Dubai. Even in Dublin, they take them. So many of our healthcare, based on the laws that we have in that land, are not working. What I mean by the laws are not working is that maybe, for instance, or the allocation of healthcare, they don't monitor it and they don't care about anything. So that is what I mean by the law. They don't follow the law. Let's say healthcare issue, the hospital, there is no good facilities inside. A lot. Most of the medicine they bring to the country are not being supervised. So, in terms of healthcare, you are going to pass through a very hard way for those planning going back home. Then the 4th one, we're talking about light, which is this you are using. Which is this, you see. Before a country will start running as a developed country, the first thing it does is light and water. But to date, Nigeria, which is almost, let's say, 200 million people living in that country, does not have common electricity. Everybody depends on generator. Why are they doing this? Because the laws, they are not following it. It's not that we don't have the money to fix our problems, but the laws are not working. How much is like these people that are here? You think they have more money than Nigerians? No, Nigerian government, no. It's because the laws are not working. If they allocate billions of dollars or millions of dollars to the power sector, it goes down the drain. So in terms of light, you are going to suffer for it. For those people that are going back home, they should have these things in mind. One, I don't want to put law there, but they should have it in mind that anywhere that law is not working, you don't supposed to put your feet there. 2, insecurity. 3, healthcare. 4, power. Everything that you do in a country, you need power. Even as I'm talking to you, you see the lights are on so that you guys can see. You can't do anything without light. There's not going to be a economy is not going to grow without light. You need light to grow your economy. Where there is no light, what are you going to do? So I'm just speaking things for you guys to know. Then the fifth one, road construction. A country that does not obey the law, it's not that they don't have this money, but road construction. There are no roads in those rural areas. If, for instance, you are a farmer, you invest in something, and you want to transport your goods out to the consumers, where are you going to follow? Those are the things that government is supposed to put in place so that the citizen can be able to do something to grow the economy. These are the little things they don't know. Road construction. So now we're going to be talking like diagonal, everything. Let's put everything together. I was talking about the healthcare. It is not only the president. Since the president have come out to say, I am going for a medical checkup, and they always point the place. It is either France or UK. What do you think the rest of people will do? Even to local government. That's what they do. If they cannot come abroad, if they cannot come to Europe, they go to one of the Eastern Africa that have grown. Because those Eastern Africa, they are, that's what they do. The senators, House of Assembly, governors, House of Rep, all of them, ministers. This is what they do. You as a common man, what are you going to do? And most of those medical stuff they bring is not, you know what I mean? It's not the original one. So, going back home is not a problem. Nobody that doesn't like going back home. But the problem is, after living abroad 18 years, does it worth it? Among all these things that I've mentioned, taking your kids, your family along with you, reaching there, it is either mosquito bite, it is either no road to, even when you have a car, no road to access it. If you have a car, even fuel scarcity upon we having refineries everywhere. But all these things, they play politics with it. Why are they playing politics with it? Because they don't recognize the laws of the land. Everything is all about law. If any president in that country recognizes the law, you will see that it will rise, to go up. But no, they don't recognize it. Why? Because they don't believe in it. No, it's not that they don't believe in it. The corruption, that is the only way they use to extract money from the pocket of the government. Corruption, through that way. So there is a whole lot of things. You being scared that you're taking your kids to school, how are you sure they're going to come back home safe? How are you sure they're going to come back? And it's getting worse. Nobody, in fact, there's a whole lot of things. So does it what among all these things that I've said? I don't want to talk more. If you want it, put it down below. Just put your comment down below. If it doesn't want it, put your comment down below. Let's see. Because I do not want to be talking to make the video to prolong the video. Otherwise, I have a lot of things to talk about here. Things like, maybe, I remember when I went back, when I went to Nigeria, I was having about 3 SIM cards. And what was the reason? The reason was that they just, at times, network in your phone goes off and spend 2 days before it comes back. 2 days. And what will you do in order for you to do whatever you want to do in Nigeria? You change another SIM card. So this is how I end up having 3 SIM cards. At times when you ask people, they said the max over there doesn't have diesel to run it. And there was a time we went there, we saw that they were refilling. The generator was off. So with all this stress and all that, and you know, a place where there's no cold there. It's not cold. The temperature of that place at times is 40 degrees to 45 degrees Celsius, which is about 110 or 105 Fahrenheit. So these are the things you see at times. You get frustrated at times when you want to do a transaction, your money hangs, and many things. So thank you for watching this video, and if you find it very interesting, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more video.